With this takedown, trying to advance to full mount, opens half guard.
Take a look at that arm triangle. It's
looking for the arm triangle submission in his professional debut. And there's the tap. And Josh Hokit gets the finish in the final round, 1-0, with an arm triangle choke. From the wrestling mat to the gridiron to being successful for the first time in the Bellator MMA cage. Josh Hokit, welcome to professional mixed martial arts.
You know, all of this, the finish comes because it starts with the takedown. Here he goes. Didn't do a good job of setting up with his hands, but he got into Smith because Smith was getting a little bit more tired. And he put him to where he was on his butt away from the cage. And he used that cage so well to get himself back up. But there you go, that arm triangle. Big, heavy guys. There's his brother Isaiah, Mike Winklejohn, giving themselves a little high five for, yep, we taught him how to do that.
We just came
from as far as she wants to try to swing her body around.
Joanne's been submitted once. It was via armbar, but that was over, well, a decade ago.
Great job of taking the arm.
And there it is, for the first time in a decade. Joanne taps out to an armbar. Jenna Bishop with a huge win in front of a partisan crowd at the Pechanga Arena.
Armbar, well, Hunter standing out and everything.
Legit lineage, legit finish for Jenna Bishop.
Legit everything. You take a look, she took big shots. She survived those shots, got the fight where she wanted it, and from that point, look out, she was on fire. And here you go, look at, gets into the body lock position. This is due to the, you see they're getting into that Muay Thai plumb. Beautiful job of outside reaping the leg. Takes her time, moves to mount from this position. Joanne decides, I've got to move out of that. Takes the back. And when Joanne gives this position right here, there goes the arm, and she just takes her time. Beautifully done. Tries to loosen her up a little bit. You see how she twists that arm out. Heavy hips up. That is a beautiful arm bar submission by Jenna Bishop.
Halloween night 2013.
Nice job by Davon Franklin.
Looking to create some separation.
Trebelsi stays right with
drop,
it.
but no, Trebelsi stays on top drop.
Beautiful inside trip.
Referee calling for a break.
Hurt his knee.
Oh, man.
Hurt his knee.
Trebelsi overcome with emotion. Unfortunately, all day, Davon Franklin has suffered an injury. And it will go down as a victory for Slim Trebelsi.
TKO victory.
Round, a TKO win in his Bellator MMA debut. He obviously, look what it means to him, but as we know, John, you would rather have a more emphatic and clean finish than what just happened. But this is what...
This is clean.
This is
he
fighting.
did nothing wrong.
Nothing
fighting.
wrong.
You see, watch this beautiful inside trip on that leg, but it's actually the other leg that was the problem.
Happening.
Great work by Trebelsi to get him back to the ground. He just hurt his knee.
Let's listen to the referee and Franklin, see what they're saying to each other.
I gave you a second. Did you? My leg, and you held your knee. It's a verbal submission all day. It is. He yelled out my leg, my leg. Yes.
Trebelsi again showing.
He's got a minute and 15 left. He could do it.
The crowd here behind Casio. There's a reversal by. Oh no, Roberts is in trouble here. Triangle choke attempt by Casio.
It's not there yet. Now it's locked in.
A minute left in the fight. Top side.
No.
Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Mixed martial arts. Sergio Casio with the come-from-behind submission victory against the submission specialist, Jesse Roberts, who had Casio in trouble time and time again, and instead, Casio makes a dramatic Bellator MMA debut, 8 wins in a row, and maybe the most unforgettable submission win of his career.
Simply put, when you don't give up, this is what you can do. And Jesse Roberts, he's on top. He slips off because he's tired. Casio goes after him, and he actually, I thought he was starting to make a mistake as he allowed Jesse Roberts to get this sweep coming over. But he just kept the leg where it was at, brought it over the top, looking for the triangle. Right here, it's not set, but he's got the arm in place where he wants it. Now he puts it there. Now it's across. He grabs and he pulls that in tight. Now it's a tight triangle. Now Jesse Roberts being tired. He's in trouble. When you see him go over, you know that is not a good sign. What a win for Sergio Casio.
Under a minute left here in the opening round. McCourt delivering elbows from top position, slicing away at McMahon. McMahon trying to block, ground and pound from McCourt. 45 seconds left in the round. McCourt feeding McMahon a steady diet of right hands.
Can't really see exactly how many are actually landing, but Sarah McMahon not doing the right things to stop what's occurring here. Now she's just coming up.
And referee has stepped in. Leah McCourt with a huge bounce-back victory over Sarah McMahon.
I'm wondering if they're going to end up going back and looking at it was an inadvertent, it wasn't on purpose, but the thumb did go in Sarah McMahon's
And there's a cut now to the left eye of Sarah McMahon, courtesy of those nasty elbow strikes from Leah McCourt.
Leah McCourt did what she was supposed to do. She went after. That was a beautiful job of using her judo to get to the top position. Right here, passes through the legs, comes down into the guard of Sarah McMahon. And from that point, really started to just put shots on Sarah and made Sarah go to her side and not respond. And that right hand just jackhammered continuously until opening up the cut and having referee Jason Herzog come in and stop this fight. Beautiful elbows here at the end.
Just McCourt's second TKO win, the first since Bellator 217 in February of 2019. That was via doctor stoppage against Atis Osier. Well, McFarland continues to come forward, John, but unable to do much, and now she is hurt, and it's over.
Now you could hear her scream out in pain off of that landed leg kick.
Liz Carmouche will retain the flyweight championship for the third time. And let's take a look at how it ended, John.
Were you hiding that well?
She takes a step, she has all that weight. You see the knee pop to the inside again off of the kick. She had all of her weight on that knee. Look at, she takes a step, all that weight's there, and that's when the kick lands. And you can see her screaming out in pain at that point. That would be called a verbal.
Well, McFarland continues to come forward, John, but unable to do much, and now she is hurt, and it's over.
Now you could hear her scream out in pain off of that landed leg kick.
Liz Carmouche will retain the flyweight championship for the third time. And let's take a look at how it ended, John.
Were you hiding that well?
She takes a step, she has all that weight. You see the knee pop to the inside again off of the kick. She had all of her weight on that knee. Look at, she takes a step, all that weight's there, and that's when the kick lands. And you can see her screaming out in pain at that point. That would be called a verbal submission.
This body kick by the challenger, level change, and Cyborg ends up on top. Ground and pound, hammer fist from the champion. It's over. Chris Cyborg with her 12th first-round knockout finish. Chris Cyborg remains Bellator featherweight champion. Her 27th victory, her 21st knockout.
You couldn't ask for a better performance from Chris Cyborg. Everything she did was right. Her composure, all of it. Take a look, this is early flurry right here. She lands a little bit of an uppercut, but gets to the position and just starts hammering her with that right hand. Going after Cat. Cat trying to get after that wrestling. Nice kick up high by Cat. She goes for the takedown off of it. Doesn't happen. And this is where Chris just finishes her off. She cannot stop anything Chris is doing. Frank Trigg says that's enough.